Yeah.
Time to eat.
Yes.
All right.
Angie Quaale is with us from Well Seasons, of course. Very familiar with this place. You're on the show quite a bit. Nice to see you again.
Thanks for having me this morning.
And
St. Patrick's Day, you got your green on.
Yeah,
and
you're ready to go?
Yes.
And we've got Guinness, and we're all set to go.
That's a good start to any day, huh?
I think so.
Sophie's ready. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Moving on.
All right, so we're going to make some Guinness-infused ice cream.
Wow.
I know, Steve, you can't eat dairy, but
I
Sophie,
can.
you can enjoy this part. Yeah, ice cream is one of those things that's so easy to make, and I think a lot of people don't do it at home because they think it's a lot of work, and it doesn't have to be. You
Got
can.
our ice cream maker?
Yeah, we've got our ice cream maker, and we're going to start by making a real basic custard. Steve, I'm going to put you in charge of this.
Okay.
So we want to put in, this is 2 cups of whole milk and 2 cups of whipping cream. It is ice cream after all.
Sure.
Go big.
Go big or go home.
Yeah,
I love that attitude. And then we're going to add just some white sugar. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring that up to temperature and let the sugar dissolve into the cream. We're going to add a little bit of vanilla. Steve, do you want to do that?
Sure. How much vanilla?
Just probably about a tablespoon or so.
Oh, no.
Is that too much?
A little too much. But
Okay.
the Guinness will cover some of that vanilla
Okay, good.
flavor up. Steve's not a big measurer, I guess.
Not so much.
How long have you known me? Have I ever measured?
Usually we're cooking meat though, Steve. I'm going to
right.
get you to whip up some eggs. So this is 6 whole egg yolks, and we just want to whip those up so we can get a little bit of air in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up to temperature, and we're going to slowly temper the egg yolks so it doesn't cook. And what we're going to do is bring them all together, make a bit of a custard. And this is the Guinness component. So this is a whole can of Guinness beer that I've cooked down. And what we're trying to create is almost a bit of like a Guinness syrup. And so we're going to add this into our custard mixture once that sugar's fully dissolved.
Guinness syrup sounds great on pancakes.
You'd have to sweeten that a little bit. A lot of people are sort of, I don't know, it smells a bit like, almost like burnt caramel to me. So the flavor of that reduced Guinness going into the ice cream almost makes it like a coffee caramel kind of flavor into the ice cream.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
great. So what we're going to do, Steve hasn't quite got the right temperature yet on that.
Well, let's crank it up a bit.
Okie doke, let's
We'll get
do
to the
that.
high. Get to the H. We're at the H. It's obviously a new kitchen, so we're just sort of
So it works.
We're
We're
just
sure
playing
it works.
around with it. Oh yeah.
It is
Oh, it's hot.
working.
Oh,
We've
it's
got
hot.
lots
Okay.
of heat there. So into our ice cream maker, once this is done, we're going to go ahead and add our Guinness that we've reduced, and you're going to get that beautiful sort of coffee color.
Nice.
And then once that's at temperature and we've started to temper our egg yolks into there, we're going to transfer it into our ice cream maker. And this is a Cuisinart ice cream maker that it's meant for home use. You keep the drum in the freezer.
Right.
And what you do is when you take it out of the freezer, you transfer it, your custard or your ice cream mix into the thing. You put the paddle in, transfer this over to your ice cream maker, flip it on, and literally in 25 minutes, you have really great homemade ice cream. And you can make any kind of flavor that you want.
So I'm gonna dump this down.
So what we're going to do, Steve, is we're going to temper the egg yolks. So we're going to start whisking instead of stirring.
Okay.
And we're going to turn the heat down just a little bit. And we're going to start just tempering our egg yolks. And what we're trying to do here is just avoid scrambled eggs, basically.
You have to do it really slowly then to...
And whisk really quickly, so that
Okay.
otherwise the hot milk will scramble the eggs.
Right, okay.
All right, we're gonna take a commercial break in a couple of minutes, but we're gonna go to Westler first, and then we'll take a break and we'll come back and see what we've done and move on to our next thing. I'm going as quick as I can.
Faster, Steve, faster. Come on. Work that arm.
Get some
All right, we're back, and we've Sophie's actually had 7 spoonfuls of the ice cream now completely.
But
what do you
who's
think?
counting?
Is it good?
It's really good. This
Is
is the best breakfast ever.
It's the breakfast of Irish champions, really.
And I am
Guinness
an
ice
Irish
cream.
champion.
You are.
All right, Angie Quaale from Well Seasoned is with us, and we're gonna make this right here, which is your banana bread with Guinness. So now in here you've mushed up some bananas, I'm guessing.
Right, that is a good guess, Steve.
I smelled them earlier.
So we're going to make a spiced banana bread, and the best bananas to use for these are the ones nobody wants to eat anymore, that have gone all
Right.
black and soft. And
I have them in my freezer right now, the black ones.
yeah, it's a great
waiting.
place to store them, because then when you decide you want to make banana bread, you can just go ahead and
Or a
take them out.
smoothie or anything like that.
That's
okay, so
right.
we got bananas. What's next?
Okay, so our bananas, we're going to add 2 whole eggs, and we're going to add some brown sugar. And Steve, I'm not going to let you measure this segment, so I'm going to let you mix this segment. So do you want to go ahead? We're going to cream the eggs, the bananas, and the sugar together.
You give them a power tool then, basically, is what
That's
you've
right.
just done.
That's right. It looks like you strained pretty well. So we're going to add in a little bit of our vanilla.
Do you want me to do that?
No, thanks, I'm good. And since we've added lots of vanilla to the ice cream, we're going to back off a little bit on the banana bread. And then what we're going to do is once that's come together, we're going to start adding our dry ingredients. So you can go ahead, if that's pretty well combined, turn that right off. Perfect. Nice work,
Want a lick?
Steve.
Actually, that's one of my favorite things about baking is licking the
Licking the
spoon.
spoon.
And
Oh, well,
beaters
there you
and-
go. Have a little lick.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Whoops.
Oh, we're just destroying the kitchen. Okay, anyway, what's next?
I don't know
All
how to
right,
take these
so we're
things
going to
out.
sift our dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Do you want to be our measurer?
Sure.
All right.
I've been kicked out of measuring already.
So we're going to do
Detailed measuring.
our spiced banana bread. This is the
Okay.
spices. So we're using cardamom, so a teaspoon of each.
Okay.
We're going to add some dried ground cardamom, some really good ground cinnamon, some allspice, and some dried ginger. Go ahead and dump it into the sieve.
Now, why do you put it in the sieve?
Because you want to make sure there's no clumps. We're just
Okay.
going to sift it all right through and make sure we don't have any clumps
Right.
in there. So into this mixture, we're also going to add our flour. So you can go ahead and put that in the sieve too. That's pre-measured, Steve.
All of
That's 2 cups. There we go. And we're going to sift this through there.
So is it best to always sift when you're baking?
I think it is.
I've pondered
so
that.
Go for it. Don't turn it on high or we'll all be wearing this flour. All right. Did you get all the spices in?
Yeah, these
All
four,
four
right?
of them?
Yeah.
So do you want to start pouring in a little bit of Guinness while Steve's doing his handiwork there with the power tools?
Now,
We're going to add the whole
little
pan.
bit.
Now, is this Sophie
But
type
go
banana
easy.
bread? Because it's
Go easy, Sophie, because we're going to add a little bit more of the flour in there.
Okay.
And we want to...
We're not supposed to sample the Guinness while we're baking.
I've already done some quality
I've
control.
actually never tasted Guinness.
Oh, you want to try? Don't drink it all. We have to bake with that.
Ooh, that's thick.
It is a full meal in that
It's a meal
can.
replacement.
So Sophie, do you want to go ahead and add a little bit? So the idea is to incorporate the Guinness and the flour slowly into the batter.
Why do you do it slowly?
Because the Guinness will foam up
Oh,
if
okay.
you don't do that. So we're going to add the rest of our flour in there. Perfect. And once that's nicely mixed in, we're just going to go ahead and...
Boy, our audio guy loves us today.
That's good. Okay, Steve, that looks pretty great. You did an excellent job.
Good job, Steve.
You want to lick now?
No, I'm really okay. Thanks.
No licking.
I'm having memories of Christmas past, Steve, when you made that really interesting chocolate dessert of yours.
Oh, was there ketchup involved in that
Oh
one?
gosh,
No.
no. Thankfully, it's probably the only ingredient that didn't go into that dessert.
we add these?
Okay, yeah, those are the raisins.
Okay.
Just toss them in there,
You're a
Steve.
little heavy-handed with the tossing things.
This
You
again?
kind of scared me.
No more of that.
Oh, no more of that. Okay, sorry.
That'll just get clogged up with the walnuts and the raisins.
Okay.
So I'm not
Do we have
sure.
a pan?
Yeah, we have 2 of them.
Oh, right here.
These are disposable baking pans. Now this batch made a double, this recipe made a double batch. These are disposable baking pans that can just go straight in the oven. I love these because you can just give them as a gift.
What a
so
great idea.
They're silicone lined.
okay.
So you want to put half the batter into each of the pans,
All right. Half the batter.
half the batter, and then the other half here.
And they're fine in the oven, hey?
Yeah, they're silicone lined. They're excellent. And that way you can, take it over to somebody as a housewarming or as a hostess gift or whatever.
So if I make it at
here's a-
home.
Here's a finished product.
It's
Oh, you got it?
There we go.
Okay.
Steve, you're a pro.
And you
stuff
can get
all
the
over my
recipes that we have just demonstrated for you on all sorts of websites, on Angie's website, of course, wellseasoned.ca, on our website, globaltvbc.com, and on our Facebook page, Global BC Morning News. What do you think?
Nice,
it
Angie.
good?
Have a bite. She makes good banana bread.
It is good. I
It
like
all
the
worked out.
raisins and the nuts in there.
No one
Keeps
was harmed in the making of these products.
It's
right.
early.
We'll take a break on the morning news and be right back.
Not sure about the kitchen. It's been harmed.
The kitchen may never recover.
For the shamrock, make way. For the green, white and gold. And the heart, bright and